up. Ice what?
Whoa, whoa, baby, poke it out, poke it out, poke it out.
Alright, this is going to be the third time I'm attempting to record this, and this is my final attempt. If this doesn't go well, that's too bad. I'll probably just record it tomorrow. But I've sat by and watched so many other NFC South creators just come on here and bash the Saints. Everybody's making these why I hate videos for no reason. And of course, everybody's first option is us. Keep Pounding TV came at us. What's his name? Rise Up Rundown came at us. So many NFC South pages are coming at us and making videos talking about why they hate us. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to be a part of the fun. Since everyone wants to talk about us, I'm the only other creator that's going to do it, because we know these stick-ups like Deuce and all them, they're not going to do any of this stuff. They're not going to interact with the community because that's just not their thing. But it's my thing. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to clap back at everybody that makes a video about it. So, Rise Up Rundown, Keep Pounding TV. I'm making videos towards y'all. This is going to be my Why I Hate the Falcons video. The Why I Hate the Panthers one will be coming out, but I understand I'm not supposed to be doing this. You guys told me not to do it. A couple of y'all told me not to just not do it, but I'm not taking that advice. I'm tired of sitting around and watching people make videos on us and nobody responding. Of course, we can defend in the comment section, but really, how much does that actually do? So, we're going to go ahead, we're going to make a video. This video is going to be called Why I Hate the Falcons. Like I said, I met some NFC South YouTubers I actually like Mr. Bucks Nation. He makes really good quality Buccaneers videos. But there are just people like Rise Up Rundown and Keep Pounding TV that take their rivalry into their videos and talk about other teams instead of just covering theirs, because, you know, jealousy is the hardest drug there is. So, let's go ahead. Let's talk about this, why I hate the Atlanta Falcons. Let's get into it. So, for time's sake and in sake of not burning every piece of passion I have for hating the Atlanta Falcons, I'm only going to list off 3 reasons in this video. I know, every other person that makes videos like this lists off a lot more reasons, but my reasons are going to be more impactful, more statistically backed up, and more valid. They're not going to be invalid points. So, my first point is going to be the injuries excuse that the Atlanta Falcons fans and player base throws around more than anything. The injury excuse. Every time we beat the Atlanta Falcons, you hear this at least 600 times that night. Oh my god, you should have played us when we're healthy. I can't believe you guys are flexing. We were injured, bro. We had so many players on IR. All of our players are hurt, bro. Our entire defense is hurt, bro. Well, I'm here to debunk that entire excuse, and this is why it irks my nerves to hear it. Every single time we win, they talk about injuries. But you want to know what? In 2018, the Atlanta Falcons had 4 defensive players land on IR the entire year. In 2018, the New Orleans Saints had 9 defensive players that hit IR, one of them being Sheldon Rankins and one of them being Marcus Davenport. There were 7 other ones other than them, but those are the defensive statistics as far as IR go. The Saints had 18 total players hit injury reserve last season, with the Falcons only having 10 total players hit injured reserve last season. We had 8 more players with serious injuries than the Falcons did. The Falcons lost Deion Jones, Keanu Neal, and then they hit nuclear breakdown, self-destruct. They pressed the self-destruct button. Why do you guys not have 2 good players to back them up? This is the difference between a Super Bowl team and a regular season 7-9 team. You guys didn't have any depth to back up Deion Jones and Keanu Neal. Shut up with the injured excuse. It's your guys' fault for not having, you have a 53-man roster, and you're telling me there was not 1 or 2 good players that can step up in their position? That's on y'all. Along with those injured reserve stats, the Saints still had an 8th ranked offense with 31.5 points per game. The Atlanta Falcons had a 6th ranked offense because of the amount of yards they had, but they only scored 26.9 points per game. So, with more players on IR than the Falcons did, the Saints still scored more points per game. This is the hilarious part. With only 4 defensive players landing on IR that entire year, the Atlanta Falcons were 28th overall defense in the league. They allowed 26.4 points per game. with 9 total defensive players hitting off injury reserve. The New Orleans Saints still had the 14th ranked defense, which only allowed 22.1 points per game, and that stat is extremely inflated because they were not together the first couple weeks of the season. So Atlanta Falcons, you just got your whole injury excuse completely debunked. Shut up. Never use it again. It's stupid. You had 2 important injured players and probably 1 more, but that's your fault for not having quality depth. That's the difference between a Super Bowl team and a team that loses a player and crashes. That's on y'all. So the number one reason, one of the reasons I hate the Atlanta Falcons is the injury excuse. It irks my nerve. It makes me mad. It makes me mad every time I hear it. It just is flat out stupid, bad excuse. One of the reasons I hate the Atlanta Falcons is the injury excuse. So let's go ahead and talk about my second reason. My second reason for hating the Atlanta Falcons is unearned cockiness. Yes, there is a difference between being a passionate fan and being a cocky fan. I am a passionate cocky fan because the Saints went 13-3 last year and were Super Bowl runner-ups. I have a reason to be cocky. The Atlanta Falcons fans are cocky after going 7-9, having the 28th worst ranked defense in the league, and they're still out here trying to flex. So, one thing that the Rise Up Rundown channel did was bring up history. So, I'm going to bring up recent history instead of, looking at wins that happened in 1973 because that was his main focal point as far as the series goes. So, the Saints versus Falcons total series is 52-48. Falcons lead by 4 games. Get this, since 2006, since Drew Brees came into New Orleans, the Saints record versus Atlanta is 18-8. We lead the series 18-8 since 2006. That is unearned cockiness. They think, oh, we always have these really hard-fought games, man. We're really good against each other. We're awesome rivals. Bro, the series is 18-8 since 2006. You want to bring up the series total? Talk about what's been going on recently. Talk about what's going on when we've been alive, man. Don't bring up wins from 1973. Look at now. 18-8 since 2006. The current win streak is New Orleans. We are on a 3-game win streak. I don't know. Unearned cockiness. So annoying. The Falcons Super Bowl record, 0-2. They lost Super Bowl 33 to John Elway's Broncos and lost Super Bowl 51 to Tom Brady's Patriots after blowing a 28-3 lead. The Atlanta Falcons have the most unearned sense of cockiness ever. It'd be different if they were coming off of a Super Bowl loss season. You can talk all you want. Los Angeles fans talk. I don't even listen. I understand they have the right to talk. They made it to the Super Bowl. They didn't really earn it, but they made it. The Atlanta Falcons went 7-9 and are still cocky. They still think for some reason they're going to be better than the New Orleans Saints. They think for some reason they're going to win the division. They're not. Their cockiness is completely unearned. I don't like it whatsoever. It's stupid. I can't fathom that a team could go 7-9, have the 28th worst defense in the league, and still talk trash to other teams. When we were going 7-9 3 times in a row, I was passionate. I would still rep my team, but I wouldn't talk trash to people I know that are better than us. Do you think when we were 7-9, I would go up and say, yeah, we're going to beat the New England Patriots. We're going to go to the Super Bowl and win it all? No. You can't have unearned cockiness. You didn't earn it. It's just stupid. So knock that off. The next reason is the fact that they have a terrible organization and fan base. This is the final reason. Terrible organization, terrible fan base. Nothing but pure 100% Chernobyl nuclear toxicity. It is actually AIDS. The Falcons social media has an act for putting a stop sign, the cancel sign, in front of our name and writing ain'ts all over. When they talk about us, they just put the stop sign, apostrophe S. Like, you're not funny. You're not cute. You're probably going to lose the game you're going into, so I'm going to need you to knock that off. Their social media is so childish. Did you guys see the opening trailer for their hype-up trailer for this season? when it zoomed in on the Mercedes-Benz Stadium and there was a ref and it was Tommy Lee Lewis getting hit, and then the ref was like, no, I didn't see nothing. Yeah, they put a bunch of memes memeing our loss in their in their season introduction. Like, why do you guys care about us so much? You guys are obsessed with us. I think the Atlanta Falcons organization is really our biggest fan. Like, in all honesty, they are obsessed with us. Not only is the organization garbage, the fan base is garbage. The fan base sits here and makes jokes about Hurricane Katrina that killed, I don't know, however many hundred people and just thinks it's funny. The fan base is bad, the organization is bad, and if you're just saying the organization is bad because I'm opinionated, since everyone wants to bring up Bountygate, let's talk about the Falcons' artificial crowd noise scandal that took place within 2013 to 2015. If you have such a lack of fans that you have to make artificial, boy, you would never catch anybody tied to the New Orleans Saints organization having fake crowd noise. We have fans. We have supporters. I understand y'all don't have that, but artificial crowd noise, that's sad. That is sad, bro. Hey, yo, you Falcons fans, go to the game. Because having to use artificial crowd noise is ridiculous. If you have to stoop that low, delete your franchise, uninstall the Madden, it's done. And the last thing I want to talk about as far as the terrible organization and fan base goes is how fair weather the fans are. They don't care about the Falcons unless they're doing good. You remember when they started out, what was it, 6-0 and ended 8-8? Where were the Falcons fans at? They were all talk. They were all talk whenever they were like, what was it, 5-0, 6-0? And then we went and beat them. And then they fell down to 8-8. You guys remember that? Yeah, the fans disappear. The fans do not care about the Falcons unless they're doing good, which is why you see so many empty seats in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It's ridiculous. There are so many empty. Here's some pictures. Do you see that? The stadium is empty. Nobody goes to Falcons games, especially when they're as trash as they were last year, and that's all I have to say about that. Those are 3 reasons why I hate the Atlanta Falcons. Hopefully I did a better job at including statistics and legitimate reasons instead of baffling on about why I don't like them because, you know, their head coach is ugly. Go ahead, tag whatever Falcons pages you want down in the comments. Get them mad. I want them to react to this video just so I can shut it down yet again. You know, it's like a back and forth thing. I don't lose. I don't lose these kind of things. Not in real life. Not on here. I don't lose. So go ahead. Get them to react to this. Let them see this. We're out here. The Falcons suck. I hate them. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.
Want to keep pounding TVs. Panthers videos coming soon.